Do you consider yourself the manifestation queen?
I don't use the word manifestation, to be honest. I call myself God's favorite.
Period. I am favorite.
Like, I've been writing prayers since for as long as I can remember. I consider myself like spoiled by God. If I want it, God's gonna give it to me. I'll speak things into like existence without knowing it. People from high school tell me like, girl, you always say you're gonna travel the world, you're gonna do
And
this,
look at
da,
you
da, da.
now.
So I'm always just throwing things out there. And sometimes, I have to be careful what I throw out there because God.
Yeah, you can work it for your good, but sometimes it works against you as well. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Evolution of a Rose podcast, where we are healing, becoming, and evolving together and on our own terms. I'm your host, Meline Rose, and today's guest is none other than content creator herself, Mrs. Maria.
Hello.
Girl, you look good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So today we're going to be talking about all the things. When it comes to evolving, a lot of people like to think that it's a pretty process to becoming a beautiful rose, but they forget about the thorns.
Oof.
So I want to know, what season are you currently in? Are you in your evolving, your healing, or your becoming era?
Low-key, I think I'm in all three.
You're
like, yeah, all three. Just because, like, I feel like life is strange in that way where sometimes you get thrown into all three at the same time. So I have moments where, I'm healing, like, through a specific thing while I'm, like, also trying to evolve in another part of my life. But I'm also, like...
Becoming between the both.
Yeah. Like, if that makes sense. So it's just, like, where I'm healing through like grief and stuff, but I'm also trying to evolve into, we'll talk about that later, but like a soon to be wife, or like trying to evolve into like womanhood and what that looks like for me. And so I feel like I'm all three stages right now.
So let's talk about it then. Let's talk about the healing stage currently, because you also mentioned grief. So what does that look like currently for you, healing through grief?
To put it in one word, delusion. And I say that because I tend to process things a little different, and I've been dissecting that in therapy, like how I'm very much out of sight, out of mind with a lot of things.
Would that be considered disassociating? You
pretty much.
Okay.
So I think, transparently, I lost my sister, my little sister, and my mother, and they both lived in Haiti. And so I didn't really grow up with them. Like we spoke on the phone, but like I didn't see them on a regular basis. So my grieving process is pretending that I just haven't heard from them. That's just been until, there's a trigger or something happens like Mother's Day where I'm just like reminded of the reality. I've been talking to my therapist about like how we can, go about it a little bit more realistically.
So you can process.
Exactly. So I can process
through
it, but.
So what has she been telling you about coming back into the reality of the grief?
So I have personally, I have a habit of, I don't attack things until until it come, until I have to face it right away, until something happens.
Got you.
So basically I put things to the corner until I'm faced with something that, opens that box. And my therapist has been trying to get me to a place where I work on it so that when a trigger happens, it's not a big blow up. It's not a big
undoing.
Right.
Yeah,
life
you can
altering.
still maintain.
And so that I'm not super anxious or I'm not working backwards basically. And we're still trying to figure that out because I am a little bit, I'm a self-help girly. I'm I think I know it all.
In theory. It's all in theory.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of she gets her money's worth out of me.
So I wondered then, because you also mentioned that you are recently engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I wonder, how is it celebrating these milestones and these high moments, but while also navigating through the grief, although you're disassociating? How do you navigate it in those high moments?
It's not easy because I've found myself in situations where I'm scared to be happy.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. I've recently, I'm scared to get too excited about the future because of you know, the losses that I experienced were so sudden, like they were out of nowhere, that I've gotten to a place where it's just like, do I get too excited about something? Like a tragedy can happen again. So I have to like snap back out of it and be more present, and which is something I'm working on with my therapist, and just being more present and appreciating moments for what they are.
That's really deep, because I think, to your point, when you are, I don't want to say used to disappointment, but when you start to see the reality of life, you start to realize that, yo, at the end of the day, none of this is going to last.
None of this is permanent.
None of this is permanent. And almost to the point that, like, yo, all this shit is fake.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's so scary. I had a situation that like really, like, I had to go to therapy the next day and like talk about it. Like we were having a family party. I was dancing with my grandfather, and I had a moment of like, could this be my last?
Ooh,
like with my grandpa?
I know.
And I realized like that was like
a
trauma response of like, who's next?
I get it. I get it so deeply. I get it so deeply, because I also lost my grandmother. She was the closest person that she was the closest death that I've experienced, because of course we grow up, we're Haitian, we're experiencing people around us dying, but that was the first time that I experienced someone close to me dying.
And I remember, you know, how that affected you.
Yeah.
That time.
And man, and I just remember like how that was, like when she died, that was, to me, that was the moment, like, yo, like it was, I get so caught up in wanting to hold them closer that I feel as though I'm unable to fully enjoy the moment, because I'm also like wrapped up in my mind, like, damn, maybe I'm still not doing enough. Anxiety. Yeah. So for you personally, how are you showing up now with your family and friends, and just being intentionally present?
So sometimes I do it well, and sometimes like I don't do it like as well. I find myself with my partner, I find myself sometimes telling myself I'm too attached. Telling myself like, okay, like, don't be too attached, because like if you were to lose this person, it'll be easier somewhere. Like that's just what the brain tells you, you know? And then I have to like kind of catch myself and be like, no, like this is your person. Like it's okay to be attached and things like that. And then I have moments with family where I'm just like, I just want to be with you guys 24/7. Like I want to cherish every moment, but also like, okay, I'm building a new life with my partner. So like there has to be like priority as far as like, you know, my time and stuff. And I also still have life going on. So it's a lot.
And I wonder, switching perspectives, I wonder if it can actually be a good thing, because I feel as though right now we're in a space where like the wanting to live moment by moment is ridden by anxiety. But I wonder if it can actually be a good thing, where we hone into like the beauty of it all, the fact that things are happening now.
It's a good thing, but I think where it becomes like not safe is because in the back of our minds, we're doing it in case something happens. Like we're doing it so that like, oh, if something were to happen, like I'll feel better that I spent so much time with this person, versus like I'm just enjoying them. I'm just like enjoying them while I have them. Yeah, authentically, without those thoughts in the back of your mind. It's almost like we're not there, like
we're not fully present.
We're not present, actually.
So that's in its own form of disassociating, but really trying to be in the present.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Okay, so I want to move away from grief for a moment and get into your engagement, because you are recently married. I'm sorry, not married. You're not married yet.
Not yet.
We're almost there.
Almost there.
You're recently engaged. And I remember you talking about it on your close friends, about like the process of you not even meeting him yet, but just feeling as though you're getting ready to meet your person.
Right.
Do you consider yourself the manifestation queen?
I don't use the word manifestation, to be honest. Like, I call myself God's favorite.
Period. I am favored.
I'm like, I've been writing prayers since for as long as I can remember, like going back to middle school. Like I'll write a list of like what I want. And like, I consider myself like spoiled by God. Like, if I want it, God's gonna give it to me. Like sometimes not in the exact way that I want it,
or
not word for word, or not the timeline, but I can guarantee like he's gonna handle it. He's got it. So a lot of times like I'll speak things into like existence without knowing it. I'm a yapper. Everybody knows I'm a yapper. Like even with like how my life turned out career wise or whatever, like people from high school tell me like, girl, you always say you were gonna travel the world. You was gonna do this,
look at you now.
And you know, looking back, I'm like, I said that.
I said that,
like,
yeah.
but like I'm just a yapper, and like, and I know like how God sees me, and you know what like what God see in me. So I'm always just throwing things out there, and sometimes you know I have to be careful what I throw out there because God.
Yeah, you can work it for your good, but sometimes it work against you as well.
So I wouldn't use manifestation, but I'm a prayer warrior.
Prayer warrior.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does one of Maria's prayers look like?
A conversation, honestly,
with God.
Like I tell people all the time, like I'm one of those people that's afraid to pray out loud because like I don't have the perfect words. I'm not like one of those people that can like move a room or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my conversation with God is just like, hey girl, like no, literally like, hey girl, like
I need you.
Get me out of the ghetto.
Right. When you look at your life now, how much of that do you think is a result of your prayer life?
Everything. Everything. Like I can't take credit for anything. Yeah, I mean like hard work, and I've always been an ambitious person. I've always been like a driven, like go-getter. Like I'll never settle for anything less. Like I'll keep going. But honestly, like I can't take not a single ounce of credit because sometimes I feel like I don't deserve this. Like I didn't work hard enough for this. But
so what are you praying for these days? What is Maria's prayers looking like these days? What are you praying for?
It's hard to say like a specific thing per se, but I think the biggest thing is it's hard to say to get back to the old me because I'm evolving. And I think that
and you will never be that same
exactly.
person.
I get stuck in a cycle of like I don't find myself as hungry for success as I used to be, where I was more like you sleep while I grind, like, heavy, where now I'm like kind of like chilling a little bit, like where I'm taking life a little slow. And part of me is just like, are you losing ambition? Like, are you like, what's going on? Like, are you not as hungry for success because you're not where you want to be? But so I'm like praying for God to show me, like allow me to like evolve without feeling I'm not doing enough, but also like not trying to go back to who I used to be. Like it's hard.
And I think that's in its own way healing as well, because I think at a certain point we realize that, like we were mentioning earlier, like none of this is permanent, none of this lasts forever. So I think to me it more so sounds like you're honing into the things that truly matter. And while it is important to try to stabilize our futures as best as we can, to your point, now life is happening now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think we get into like a battle of like, ooh, like this girl, like I want to be like her again. Like she had so much drive.
And you will never be her.
You'll never be her.
Yeah,
like
because
letting
that
go of that
person-
idea. That's where I'm at. Like letting go of that idea, evolving into who God wants me to be, like as I transition into life. And I've always like credit myself for like being very intentional with life, like being very like, okay, everything you want, go after it. So like I don't necessarily have any regrets about anything. I think I've gone for everything I want. I'm still going for everything I want. And like, I don't feel like I've wasted time or regret anything, any path life has taken me. So I'm just trying to see like what the next step look like. And I wanted to be on God's timing.
Yeah. Well, cheers to living life with no regrets
Yes.
and living it to the fullest, moment by moment.
Yes.
Maria, thank you so much for joining us
for
here on the
having me.
Evolution of a Rose podcast. And I'm looking forward to all that life is going to bring you.
Thank you.
In this new season.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
Same to you. Like, I'm glad that you're bringing the show back.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're following your dreams.
Thank you.
I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to see how far you go because you will go far.
Thank you. We will. We will. Thank you. Well, that's it for this episode of the Evolution of a Rose podcast. I'm your host, Meline Rose. If you enjoyed this conversation, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.